What's up guys, and welcome to my update video. I know I don't normally do these kind of things. I normally keep vlogs to milestone vlogs and keep them very rare because I like to make the channel mostly about the games and not so much about me, but I wanted to make everybody informed as to a couple of changes and a big event that's going to be coming to the channel, and the event you can actually be a part of. So the first thing is that I'm hoping to be able to change my upload schedule to one video a day. If you've been around for any amount of time, you know that I upload every other day. I would normally sit down and record a game and make a thumbnail on one day, and then the next day I would edit and upload it. And that has been pretty good. I've done that for the past 6 months and I've managed to stay firm to that. But ever since starting the Valiant Hearts series, I've realized that I can kind of record 2 videos in one sitting and then edit at my leisure, and sometimes if it takes a little bit less editing, I might be able to get up a video every day. I don't want to compromise quality, but at the same time, I want to get to more games and I want to get to games more frequently. And I know when I say that I'm uploading every day, people, their first reaction is going to be, yes, more Sims! But that's not the purpose of these extra uploads. I'm going to be keeping The Sims to once a week. I'm going to be keeping Ark to once a week. The main reason I'm doing this is actually so I can make more series like Sims and Ark. I want to make more games into long-lasting, continuous series. Because right now, I'll play games like Papers, Please, or Polybridge, or Spore, and you'll notice that there are a lot of weeks in between me being able to get back to another episode because there's so many games that I want to get to. So hopefully these extra uploads will let me get to more games and get to them in a timely manner. I feel like sometimes the channel gets left behind. I talked about this in a 60 seconds video where I finally beat the game, and I actually started playing that game before a lot of other YouTubers did. But the problem was, I'm really slow in making videos. I would only make a video every week or every other week, and other channels will get out a couple of videos every week on the game. So they would finish it, they would have all the events, and people would see that from them and not get to see it from me. That kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that now I'll be able to hit the new games and I'll be able to show you guys a lot of new stuff that a lot of people haven't seen before. And the second thing is that I've finally planned the Omegle Meetup. I know I talked about this in my 1,000 subscriber milestone, and people have been asking when it was going to happen. I got kind of busy with real life. I won't make any excuses. It's kind of hard to section out some time to plan something like that, but I finally planned it, and it's going to be happening this Sunday, September 6th at 7 p.m. Newfoundland time. So before you scurry off and try to convert Newfoundland time into your local time, I have done a couple of calculations, a couple of estimates to give you guys an idea as to what time that'll be for you. So if you're in Eastern North America, which is where Newfoundland is, it'll be close to 7 p.m. If you're in Western North America, so like British Columbia, it will be 3 p.m. If you're in Europe, it'll be about 11 p.m. And if you're in Australia, it'll be about 8 or 9 a.m. So this was really the best time that I could come up with to kind of get the main groups, the main places that watch the channel. I noticed that my biggest subscribers come from the UK, Australia, the United States, and Canada. So I had to pick a time and a day that I could make it easily accessible for the most people. I know school is starting up again, people have work, so I wanted to do it on a weekend. We can have a lazy Sunday, and hopefully that time is best for people. If you can't make it, don't feel bad. I will be doing it again, and I'm actually planning on recording it. So that's going to be my public service announcement that our conversations are going to be recorded, but obviously I will mention to everybody when we're talking and ask them if you want to have your conversation included in a video. I'm not just going to post up the full conversations. It'll be little snippets, little things like that, and maybe even me talking over it and just have the video. But it is something that I wanted to do for the people who can't be there, but still want to see how I interact with people or to see what some of my subscribers look like. But obviously if you want to opt out, there's no hard feelings. I completely understand if you don't want to be a person that shows up on the internet. I can completely relate to that, so that's not a problem at all, but I will ask everybody to make sure and get permission. So if you have no idea what Omegle is, you have no idea what I'm talking about, you haven't heard of a meetup, or you haven't heard of me mention it before, because there are 700 more people on the channel since the last time I mentioned this, I'll try to give an explanation as to how this is going to work. I haven't used it before myself, but I've seen other YouTubers do it before, and it's been a great success, so hopefully I can make this work. Omegle.com is like chat roulette. You'll go in and you'll connect to people randomly to have a conversation with them, either via webcam and mic or by typing. And then the way it's going to work for you guys to connect to me is you're going to have to put in specific interests. So when you go in, you're going to have to write down CaptainSauce, all one word, as well as Captain and Sauce. And then that way you'll only connect to people that are like-minded, being myself and other subscribers that are trying to find me. And that's really important that you always put that in, because I will mention that I can't control who you talk to. Obviously, there are a lot of weird people on the internet, and there's a chance that you can connect to one of them. Omegle is a little bit safer than all the other ones. It is moderated. It does have its separate 18+ chat, which we will not be a part of, so it's pretty safe. But at the same time, if you're a younger person, or if you're somebody who is kind of maybe easily jump scared or easily offended, you may want to have an adult or somebody else try to connect for you. I can't control it. I have no part of Omegle, but it is probably the best way for me to connect to so many people, so it's something I wanted to try. I'm not really sure if you need to have a webcam for it or not. I feel like you might have to, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've never used it before. Maybe somebody in the comments will be able to mention whether or not somebody with a webcam, like myself, can talk to somebody without a webcam, like some viewers. I can't promise that that's going to be the case, but it might be. So if you don't have a webcam, it might be worth trying anyway, but again, I can't promise that you'll be able to connect to me. Oh god, I'm falling all over my words this entire vlog, and I feel like I'm speeding up when I'm talking. But the way that it works is that you're going to connect to me, or you're going to try to connect to me. You may connect to other people who are looking for me, like other subscribers, other viewers. I'm going to try to get through as many conversations as I can. I really have no idea how many of you are going to try to talk to me, so I don't know if it's going to be like 3 people or if it's going to be like 300 people, but I will sit down and take as many hours as I have to, pretty much, to get through as many conversations as I can. So obviously continue to keep trying to connect to me. If you want to take a minute and talk to somebody else who's looking for me, like-minded person, maybe you'll have a really interesting conversation, because there will be some downtime in between me looking for people. You'll be able to look on this video in the comments section whether I'm live or not, and I'll also be tweeting it out on Twitter, and I'll be commenting on Facebook. So if you follow me under any of those things, or you check this video, you'll know that I've started and you'll know that I've ended. I can't really update you on whether or not I'm in a conversation every time, because some might be long, some might be short, but just keep trying to connect to me and you might get lucky. I think that's all I had to talk about with Omegle and to explain. I don't really know. As you guys probably know, when I do these vlogs, I stumble over my words a lot. I do a lot of outtakes. This has been going for 25 minutes now. It's probably going to end up being like a 5-minute video, so I don't really know what I've said already, but if you're at all confused, check the description of this video. I will be outlining everything you need to do step by step to be a part of this. The time will be there, the date will be there, all of that stuff, and if you're still confused, leave a comment. You know that I reply to every comment. I will either answer your question or do my best to find an answer for you before the big day. And before I go, I've seen this with a couple of other YouTubers who have done these events. I know that there are some people out there that think, you know, maybe CaptainSauce doesn't want to interact with me. Maybe I'm a younger viewer and he would feel weird because he's older, or maybe I'm not a very social person and I don't really know if he would think I'm weird or not, but I can promise you none of that. Don't think about any of those things. I can promise you that I do want to interact with you. I wouldn't take the time and go out of my way to do this if I didn't want to talk to each and every one of you. You guys are the ones that support this channel. You guys are the ones that make it amazing. So I can promise you, if this is something you want to do, if you want to interact with me, if you want to have a conversation on a one-on-one basis, you should absolutely be there on Sunday. And finally, guys, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much once again for making this channel awesome. I know I talk about it in all the milestone vlogs and in every vlog that I do. I try to keep it out of the videos though, which means I don't get to say it maybe as much as I should. But thank you guys so much for making this channel awesome. 1,700 subscribers is crazy. I would have not expected to have this kind of community behind me and my channel this early on in the stages of growing on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being there, and I hope to see you on Sunday. I feel like a Power Ranger with this. I'm just like, ugh. But thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on Sunday.